Hello friend, myself Alok Ranjan Singh from Tech Dots. Welcome back. And today we will talk about how JavaScripts work. So yes, this is very important to understand that how JavaScripts work, because when we understand how things work behind the scene, we will everything will look simple and obvious, and it will make our life way easier. So let's dive into the concept. So we all know that JavaScript is a single threaded non-blocking asynchronous programming language. So what this means is that you JavaScript can perform one process at a time, but no processes will be blocked because of other processes. So for example, suppose we are making an HTTP request. So when we make an HTTP request, it's gonna take a while to get back the response, and in those time other processes can also be run. It will not wait for that HTTP response will come and then other processes gonna take over. So while getting the response of those HTTP, other processes can also be run. So to understand how this is happening, we need to understand that how JavaScripts work behind the scene. So as you can see from this picture, I made this picture to let you understand in a very simple way. So as you can see, there are just 5 components. There is a heap, there is a stack, there is a web APIs and callback queue, and then event loop. So these 5 components totally is how JavaScripts work. So let me give you a brief introduction of. So heap, stack and queue are actually data structure. So data structure is how we store our data in runtime. So like whenever there is data in the RAM, we have the privilege to store it in various data structures. So heap, stack and queue are those data structures. So heap are used by JavaScript to store its objects. Stack are used by JavaScript to store its functions and variables. Queue are used by JavaScript to store the callbacks. And then there is web API. So web APIs are kind of bunch of functionalities provided by the browser. So like set timeout, AJAX request, or click events to a button, or events to different DOM elements are a part of functionality provided by browsers, not of JavaScript. And then there is event loop. So what event loop does is that it always check that if stack is empty, take something from the callback and put it into the stack so that the JavaScript can process that. So to demonstrate the things that how JavaScript work, there is a tool on the web, which I will put the link in the description. There is a tool made by one of JavaScript developer to really demonstrate that how this JavaScript works. So as you can see, this is a sample code which we will run, and you can see this is a stack, then this is web API, and this is queue, and this is event loop. So let me explain you in brief about this sample code. So this is actually a click event for a button, which is a blocking. Then there is console, which is non-blocking, which will just print hi. And then this is set timeout, which is another blocking function. And what happens is that it will wait for at least 5,000 milliseconds, and then it will print click the button. And then again this is a console, which is a non-blocking. So when we will click save and run, which will run, I paused, I pause it. So what happens is that JavaScript firstly come to this line. It takes this click event button, put it into the stack, and because this is blocking, so it will take this and put it in the web API. So when I will resume, you see it is gone to the click event is now in the web API, is waiting for all every time you click. So now again it comes to the next line, the console.hi. So when I will resume, it will come console.hi got pushed to the stack, and now it will be executed right there because it is not a blocking function. Then set timeout, when I will resume, then set timeout will come to the stack. It got pushed, and because again it's blocking and it has to wait for at least 5,000 milliseconds, it will push to the web. It will get to the web API. So now it gone to the web APIs, and now web APIs is actually running this set timeout, and when after 5,000 milliseconds at least it will end up. So now it's gone. Now again stack is empty. So when I will resume this, console will get to the stack and print it. So now you can see that this set timeout is happening, and when it is done, the callback is sent to the callback queue, and that will be now sent it to the stack. So what event loop is doing is that it's waiting. It's now when I will actually retry, so let this goes, and now set timeout goes to the web APIs. It's doing the process, and then the callback is gone to the queue. It pushed to the queue, and what event loop does is that it checks that if stack is empty, take the first element from the queue and put it into the stack, and when anything goes to the stack, JavaScript will process it. So because this stack is empty, event loop will take this callback, set timeout callback, and put it into the let me run it again. So all things are happening again, and this set timeout is processing and callback is there. Now you see, because stack was empty, event loop took the first element from the queue and put it into the stack, and when now JavaScript will process this this callback, and it will print click the button. So this is all how JavaScripts work. Hope you like the video, and if you have any doubt related to the things we talked today, please comment it or contact me, and I will try to answer it back as soon as possible. Okay, take care. Bye bye.